Hey folks, how's it going? How you doing? Good? I hope so. I feel kind of gross today. Yuck, right? And I realized when I went to like the freezer that I was out of my little instant tea, don't, puke your brain out cubes. And so I thought, I'm gonna make some more. I'll have the tea ready for myself to drink now, and future April will thank me for having it. And I thought, let's show you how to do it too. So I'm gonna make these like flu, nausea, cold type ice cube thingy tea, instant ready. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But it's super easy. So what you're gonna need is some lemon balm. Now obviously my lemon balm has gone to bloom aggressively. This isn't a problem. I don't know why people are afraid to use mints when they bloom. There's nothing wrong with them. And this would actually be a great use for your bloomed out lemon balm or whatever else you're working with in the mint family, because we're not really needing something gentle here. The blooms can be a little bit more potent because they have more volatile oils, but not so much that it should stop you from working with her. So you're going to need some fresh lemon balm. You could use dried lemon balm for this. And then you're going to need some fresh ginger. Again, you could use fresh ginger for this. A lemon, optional. I just like the way it tastes. And some honey, water, hot ice cube tray. There's your ingredients list. So this is super simple. I'm going to use this pot for two reasons. The first real reason is that it's clean. That's always handy, right? Probably hear my dishwasher going. I just tackled, the mountain of dishes that have been like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm like, okay, now we're going to do them all so I can do this video and then rest. But I also like to use these wider pots when I'm making anything that I'm going to be evaporating down. Now, lemon balm is really, really fantastic for nausea. And that's kind of how I'm feeling today. Just a little flush, a little nauseated. Could be something, could be nothing, but lemon balm is who I choose. If I'm nauseated from, the flu, I ate something bad, even car sickness, I'm reaching for lemon balm. And of course, ginger is the same way. Now, this is not complicated, folks. I'm just gonna chop up a little bit. I'm not gonna pulverize her. I just want a little bit of space for the volatile oils to extract from. Now, because this is fresh lemon balm, it means that her cellular structure is still intact. And that means she's still tough, right? So whereas if you were using dried lemon balm, you wouldn't want to boil the hell out of it because you would over extract it. But I'm going to have to break down her cellular structure, so I'm going to do basically a decoction here. Some seeds there, a few bugs. Bugs are just a part of herbalism, folks. Bugs live outside, plants are outside, things happen. So now I'm just going to chop up my ginger. Same thing. I just need, some surface space to boil from into the pot. This is so easy. And it's handy because, right now, if I would have done this like I should have a little while ago, now that fall's moving in, nauseated April now would just have a cup of tea, but then I wouldn't be making a video. Well, maybe I would have. I don't know. So it's easy to overdo it with the lemon, and these ones are real thick pith here. So I think I'm only going to do a couple center slices. No preference as to why. My mind says just do the center slices. Okay. So in my pot, I have lemon balm, ginger, and a couple slices of lemon. Alright, now I really like lemon balm and ginger together. They are fantastic for nausea, viral loads. A lot of people don't know that ginger is also an antiviral. That was 4 cups of water, by the way. So I'm going to put 4 cups of water in there. And it's not going to look like much because, watch me just dump the water out to show you. It won't look like much because it's a big pot. But there are the benefits of, I'm going to be able to simmer this down by half faster because I have more area for the water to evaporate off versus if you use a little condensed pot that made it look really full, right? So let's get some water boiling. I'm not going to make you watch that. Just give me a second. Okay, I brought it up to a crazy high boil. Bring it down all the way to a simmer, right? And then let's put the timer on, which was already on. So let's put the timer on for, let's try 12 minutes. Okay, so I know that you might be tempted to cover this, but you won't get the steam is what we're wanting. So as it's breaking the cellular structure, we're decocting this. We're making it stronger. So I'm going to boil it down by approximately half. And then I'm going to put a couple more cups of water back in. And I'm going to boil it down again. So it's like making it like pretty strong, right? So I'm not going to, make you watch the whole thing. But let me show you when I'm to the point where I'm adding water back in. All right. Might not look like much has changed, but you can kind of see the water level where it's evaporated down from, right? That's really it is. You're not having to take this out and measure it and make sure it's exact. Like, people overcomplicate herbalism all the time. And I'm like, this is cooking. This is cooking. Some stuff has to be super precise, but usually when you're baking a cake. Right now, we are just boiling something down. So it doesn't need to be that hard. So now I'm just going to add back in about 2 more cups of water. And I'm going to bring it back up to a boil. And then I'm going to simmer it back down to where I'm about at half again. And that is how you make your decoction. So this will be stronger now because it is boiling back down, right? So it's like we're extracting it and we add more and then we refine it back down. And that's what a decoction is basically. All right. Did that. So there's, I'm guessing at least 2 cups left in here, right? You can make bigger batches or smaller batches, but I'm pouring this into ice cubes, ice cube trays. I'm putting this into ice cube trays, and so if you make a ton, you'll need like all the ice cube trays in the world, and I don't have that many. So I'm gonna go ahead and strain this now through like a metal sieve. You could use a nut milk bag or anything like that if you're particular about, like, if you don't like little things floating around in your tea, use something really like tightly woven, right? But I'm not that worried about it. So I'm just going to strain it out. You can, put this in your compost. You can feed it to your chickens, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a press to get some of the extra juices out. Now, earlier I said you could do this with your, with like dried lemon balm, and you could do it with dried ginger. I wouldn't do the decoction method. I would simply bring your water up to a boil, put your dried ingredients in there, and simmer it for like no more than like 12 minutes, maybe 13 max. Because once it's dried, its cellular structure is already broken, meaning the volatile oils will be quick to over-extract. But I can get away with this because you can still see it's nice and tough. It's still relatively intact. You could keep boiling this, right? But because of that, the cells are intact and it takes more to get it out, right? So, all right. Now I'm going to let this cool down for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, and then I'm going to add my honey to it, pour it in ice cubes. So, see you in like 10 to 15 minutes. So it's pretty well cooled down at this point. I'm going to put some raw honey in here. You don't have to add the honey, but if you're feeling gross, your body probably needs the extra energy. But I guess you could use something like maple syrup if you wanted to, or not add anything, right? But if I'm real sick and I'm feeling gross, or I've got the flu or something, I'm not trying to have to make a whole cup of tea, like the effort involved. Like, if I can turn these into ice cubes, and then legit just, when I'm sick, plop one into a cup and pour some warm water over it. I'm doing that all the time. Like, I wouldn't want to have to get the honey out and do this and find all the herbs and boil it down and pay attention to it. That doesn't sound like it was very hard. This was crazy easy, right? This is super easy to do. But easy is relative if you're puking your brains out. I mean, that's truth, and so you can just add a little or a lot, however much you like. Remember that this is going to be like a frozen tea bag that you are adding to a cup of tea and putting water in. So it's going to be condensed. So even if you feel like you've made this too sweet, don't worry about it because you're going to be adding more water to it. So now the next thing is ice cube tray, right? And this thing, hold on, I'm going to get a towel because notoriously I spill out of this thing because it sucks to pour from, right? So I know that about myself, I know that about this dish, but I don't get rid of it because it's like, it works. So now I'm just going to fill my ice cube trays, one little section at a time. I know that when you're running water through it, I might not even fill them all. Might be overdoing it too. You can just run water over top of it, just like normal to fill it, but you wouldn't want to do that with this. You'll end up spilling a bunch and having a hard time as you walk to your deep freezer or wherever you're going to put this. Now, it does need to be somewhere flat, so you need to plan that out, right? Oh, I might have just done it just perfect. I pretend like I knew exactly how much volume was going into it, but I genuinely didn't. These are new ice cube trays because my other ones are occupied, and I was like, my other half was at the store. I was like, I need to make these. Can you grab some cheap ice cube trays? So I've pretty much, I could maybe put a little bit more in that one. So now I'm just going to freeze these. That part's probably self-explanatory. And then whenever you want a cup of ginger lemon balm tea, if you're feeling nauseated or you have an upset stomach, flu, you know, just feeling anxious even, because the lemon balm here is really good for calming you down, you can just pop one of these out once they're frozen, put it in your favorite cup, pour some warm water over it, it'll melt just like that, and you have instant tea. That is so easy to make. It's so easy to do. You're smart enough to do this. You really can. I'm gonna have some now because I feel like shit. I really do. And I'm like, I know I didn't have to make a video. I know I didn't, but I'm probably seeing out of it. But, ooh, that's so tasty. Now, if you are like, if you have an aversion to like the spiciness of ginger, you should know that what I'm drinking right now is pretty potent. That's why I just have the little cup, right? Because I did not need a big cup of that because it's very, very, very potent in this current form because we made a decoction, right? Remember, it's not just like a tea. We've boiled it down, added more water, boiled it back down. Now that on its own is really strong, but it's perfect. It's perfect when you are making it into another full cup of tea because it's just right. Now again, ginger is fantastic for nausea, viral infections, upset stomach. She's also pretty good for circulation. I like her for fevers too, especially if they're dry fevers and you need it to break and you need to start sweating because she does have blood thinning properties, and the faster your blood moves, the more you're able to like get that fever out, but also bring out sweating, right? And now, of course, people get freaked out about lemon balm. They're like, it's going to downregulate your thyroid. Yeah, all mints can do that if you consume them every day of the week, like constantly in big amounts, right? So if you have thyroid issues, if you have low thyroid issues, you can still make this. You can still use lemon balm. Just don't use it every single day. This isn't something like this tray will, you know, it'll last me. I'll probably make one more before the season's out if I remember to. But this tray will probably last me for about half winter or longer, depending on, you know, what the house gets hit with. If we get the flu or something like that, it just depends. But yeah, that was so easy to do. You don't have to be afraid of lemon balm. And if you just want something like warming and calming in the wintertime, this is great to do. And it's one of those things where, like, I hope you make it and you never need it, but you have it in case you do, right? But the most important thing to know is you're smart enough to boil down some herbs in a pot, freeze it in ice cube trays, right? I'm pretty sure that you can handle that, right? This is something that you can do. Now, I thought about waiting. Thought about freezing this and finishing the video off with like ice cubes the next day, but I think you're also smart enough to understand what an ice cube melting in a cup would look like. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. So if you want to support my capacity to, you know, be a rosy-faced sick human, if you want to help me keep a roof over my head and little tiny cups of tea in my hand, you know, lemon balm ginger, all that type of stuff, consider becoming a member. It's just a way to throw me a couple bucks a month. Members do get early access to videos as I upload them, but if you can't afford to, I don't even want you to worry about it because these videos are released freely once a week on the weekend, right? So it's not a paywall, it's a little bitty baby time wall. You can also make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. Sharing is super important because it helps other people realize that they are smart enough to do this too, because it's nothing but the truth. And you know, sometimes we just need to hear that to have this encouragement to get out there, and I think it can make a big impact on people's life and help them take their health back in their own hand and have self-confidence and all the things that we just as humans need. So thank you so much for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.